Muy bien, pues para toda la banda de hoy 89.7, yo soy Diego Gil y estoy encantado de tener aquí en cabina a la banda de Legacy. Está por acá Jennifer Bannon, tenemos también a Bashir Johnson, tenemos acá a Lavelle Smith Jr. y tenemos también a Daryl Finney y por supuesto a Daniel. ¿Cómo estamos, Daniel?
Muy bien, muchas gracias por la invitación.
Qué bueno. Oye, vamos a platicar. Who wants to start about talking about Legacy? Tell me about this show. Who wants to start?
Make him start.
he's like the first one to talk, right? Hey, all right.
He developed the show.
Yeah, all right. He can give us an introduction, even though in Spanish if you want to, but it's all right.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Yo soy Daniel, orgullosamente mexicano. Mi hermano y yo somos Reacción y nosotros tenemos un performance. Mi hermano y yo somos cantantes, bailamos, bailamos breakdance y también hacemos algo muy importante para nosotros que es el beatbox. Michael Jackson nos inspiró en todo esto. Desde un principio nosotros hemos sido muy fans y en todas nuestras presentaciones siempre hacemos un pequeño homenaje a Michael. Y esto afortunadamente ha trascendido a hacer un homenaje de estas magnitudes con los genios que acompañaron a Michael. Es un gran performance y la verdad es que estamos muy, muy emocionados de esta oportunidad, de este sueño hecho realidad para nosotros, ¿sabes? Estar en este gran proyecto, ser coproductores de este gran proyecto, nos hace muy felices y bueno, ¿qué más te puedo decir? Estamos súper emocionados.
Quiero preguntarle, a lo mejor, Daryl, tell me, how was the first approach? Because I can ask him, but how was for you to receive the call from these Mexican guys wanting to do this show? I mean, how was it?
Well, Don Boyette, the bass player, had told me that they would be contacting me. This is a simple thing, but one of the things that I was impressed with, the way that he presented himself on the email, the way the brothers presented themselves, was very personable, was very professional. I was very impressed with their email. I mean, that was the second thing after Don Boyette telling me how he felt about it. And I have to say this. Since Michael's tours, I did all of Michael's tours, and this is it. Yeah. I've been asked to do a lot of tours. I've never done any of these Michael Jackson tours. But Don Boyette spoke so highly of them, and I also knew that Jennifer and Lavelle were doing it. And so I said, I was really impressed. And then I got the email and that. But when I got there, I was very, very surprised at the production value, the talent, the work ethic.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Right.
I was not the costuming.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that at all. I was very impressed.
Y dime eso, Daniel, ¿cómo fue justo buscar el approach? ¿Cómo arrancaste? Dijiste, ¿a quién le vamos a marcar primero? ¿Cómo fue esto?
Pues fue toda una aventura. Mira, te cuento que al primero que conocimos fue al señor Lavelle Smith. Todo esto empezó con una idea de cuando estábamos grabando nuestro disco, nuestro primer álbum. Estábamos pensando, ¿y si invitamos a Jennifer Batten? Pero una canción que era de Reacción, no de Michael. Ajá. Decimos, wow, estaría increíble que Jennifer tocara con nosotros. Tiempo después tuvimos la fortuna de conocer a Lavelle en un workshop, en una masterclass que vino a hacer a México. Ahí lo conocimos, le presentamos nuestro material como artistas y le encantó y empezamos ahí una bonita amistad. Y a partir de ahí empezamos a compartir ideas de qué le parecía si hacíamos un gran homenaje a Michael, ¿no? Pero obviamente con toda esta gente. Primero, la primera invitada fue a Jennifer para que grabara, porque ya tenemos un álbum grabado de esto, y para grabar el solo de Beat It. Pero bueno, se fueron extendiendo más y más canciones, y ya después, ya que la conocimos en persona, platicamos, y de ahí ella nos hizo también el favor de conectarnos con Don Boyette, el bajista, y así se fue creciendo el team, que de hecho tenemos esa gran sorpresa de que viene el álbum, ¿no? Ya grabado por todos ellos. Y así fue creciendo. Y cuando conocimos a Jennifer, pues fue una experiencia así emocionante, ¿no? Cuando conocí también a Don. Y después cuando tuvimos la oportunidad de acercarnos con el señor Daryl, llegamos con él, le mandamos un email por Zoom, le hicimos beatbox, cantamos. Y estos somos nosotros, conócenos. Claro. Y él al principio dijo, ok, está bien, voy a aceptar, pero ahí nos vamos conociendo, ¿no?
Claro.
Y entonces así fue como inició y así con los demás del equipo. Ha sido una experiencia muy emocionante y a la vez un reto, ¿no? De convencerlos, porque esto no ha sido prácticamente así. Obviamente, pues todo tiene que tener pues una paga, por decirlo así, ¿no?
Claro.
Pero esto es más allá de que lo hagan por dinero, sino lo hacen porque realmente les gustó. Nosotros nos sentimos súper afortunados de que les haya gustado nuestro trabajo y que hayan aceptado trabajar en Legacy.
I want to ask someone here. I mean, Michael Jackson has inspired so many people and so many projects. I mean, not only in music. I mean, we've seen how it has jumped to like painting and art and sculpt. I mean, it's not just music. It's about a lot of culture. So I suppose you've received a lot of invitations throughout these years. How was you chose this project to like, I like this one from all things they've come. What did you attracted the most about Legacy?
Well, I remember the first time they came to my workshop here in Mexico. I did a master class and they were very aggressive. And he started beatboxing and his brother started singing. And I was like, you guys are stars. You don't know it yet, but you guys are stars. And that's how it happened with us.
All right. How was for you, Jennifer?
You know, just the fact that they have 16 dancers is insane.
Yeah.
And no other tribute that I've worked with has that.
Okay.
So I knew they're really serious about production and making a grand show, which is what Michael wanted to do. He always wanted to wow people.
Yeah. Yeah. And for you, Bashiri?
Well, I got the email or text from the guys,
All right.
They were talking to me as if I was talking to my cousin or my brother or somebody who was a dear friend.
Yeah.
It wasn't like someone who wanted something from me.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't that kind of feeling like, oh, somebody wants to try to exploit my connection to somebody else. Right. And it wasn't that at all.
Yeah.
It was total like family, all loving, kind of respectful, irreverent. They had this like, listen, we know who you are. We appreciate you. You know, we want to know if you would like to join this. So that was the first thing. And then Don Boyette, the bass player, he told me that they're cool. So that was
That was it.
So that was it.
He's cool.
He's cool. I you know, so Don Boyette is somebody who I really appreciate and respect. And I've been asked to do a lot of tribute shows just like everybody here. You know, the tribute show that I did do was the Cirque du Soleil, Michael Jackson Immortal.
Yeah.
That's the only tribute show that I've ever done. So
but
I
but
didn't
it's
really,
Cirque du Soleil, right? I mean,
right. It was Cirque du Soleil, so it was huge.
So
it was huge. Yeah.
So I love how you say that. It's Cirque du Soleil. It's not Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
Right. But it was their tribute to him,
Yeah.
and I didn't know if I wanted to be a part of another like tribute kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I listened to the music that they sent me, and I said, "Wow, these guys are serious. This stuff sounds great.
Yeah.
It really, they're really popping." So I decided to join and come on board.
And I suppose it's really cool to see new generations also that are coming with, I mean, that they really grew up with, because Danielle, you grew up with Michael Jackson. I mean, I suppose you were like just a baby learning to walk. Me too. I mean, we're not that young.
Estaba en la panza de mi mamá y ya estaba escuchando Michael Jackson y ya. Yo nací con Michael, ¿sabes? O sea, no recuerdo en qué momento comenzó a gustarme Michael. Yo, desde que recuerdo, Michael ha sido como parte de mi familia. Ya estaba. ¿Sabes? O sea,
it's like we laugh so much because when I was born, the Pope, John Paul, and when he died, he was like, oh my God, it's the only Pope I've known in my life. So, I mean, it's kind of like that with Michael Jackson, because it's like, he's the only one I've known since I've learned to walk. So I suppose it's kind of like that. Not like the Pope, but kind of.
Yeah.
I tell you know what I get, what I'm saying.
Don't get in trouble.
I know, but it's great. Now, tell me about the show, because I suppose that's also a thing that I've seen nowadays, that shows, before it was just like concerts or some plays, theater plays, but now I've seen with Cirque du Soleil it happened that they put different ways of presenting things, and now I'm seeing that this show, it has loads of different, it's not just a concert, it's not just a tribute, it's a lot more. So tell me about kind of like trying to say all the things that englobes.
Well, one of the things is they've taken from maybe 3 or 4 different tours, right, and then combined that in their own unique way. That's the one thing they're putting the show together in their own creative way. So you see Michael's things there, but then they're also adding like the beatboxing and the other. And I mean, again, I was just so wowed by the production value. I'm like, how are they able to do this? You know? So they're very innovative and creative, you know. And then Danielle is the one that's coming to pick you up at the airport. They just have a tremendous work ethic. I mean, and that's Michael. Michael was all about work ethic. Yeah. And that's what, and it's the family. You meet mothers there, the sisters doing the costuming. It's like family, and it make you feel like family. Just like Bashiri said, and genuine, you know, genuine.
Yeah. And Mariana, the sister, is part of the show. I mean, it's a family event. Yeah. It is a family event.
That is real cool, because then you have family working, but with really hard ethics and real professionalism, which I remember seeing, like, of course, This Is It and loads of other movies. It was about shocking people, and I suppose that all of you saw, right, when you saw the project, that it was about shocking people with like this different thing of this different project, no? So I suppose that's the cool thing.
What do you mean by shocking? What's a different word? What do you mean? You mean some
wowing?
Wowing. Yeah, that was the word that I was. Wowing. Exactly. Wowing. That's the word.
Well, this is going to be my first experience with Legacy, and I'm really excited and looking forward to it. I don't know if they had percussion before as part of the thing. I don't think so, but I'm looking forward to getting with his beatboxing and with the drummer and the band and the singers, and really, you know, seeing what we're going to do. So I'm excited for it.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Y Daniel, estaba oyendo también que era que estaba la idea también no nada más de hacer como una parte de Michael Jackson, sino como también hacer un recorrido por toda la vida, ¿no? de Michael.
Sí, bueno, hay una parte que es tributo también a los Jacksons.
Okay.
Viene desde los Jacksons y viene desde también su primer álbum como... Bueno, su álbum ya como solista, ya que fue Off the Wall.
Uh-huh.
Sabe tener otros álbumes como solista de niño, pero lo importante como la carrera de Michael fue a partir de Off the Wall. Entonces... tocamos tocamos piezas de Off the Wall, hacemos Bad, hacemos Dangerous, hacemos History, pero aparte combinamos lo que Michael hacía en sus tours.
Okay.
Y tiene nuevos arreglos, la música tiene cosas, tiene unos detalles que nunca habían escuchado antes, o sea, porque normalmente los fans, por decirlo como fan, estamos esperando este acento, estamos esperando esto, ¿sabes? Y aquí tiene cambios que la gente cuando lo ha sentido en vivo, después de estos conciertos, se emociona y grita, y es algo muy, muy, muy padre.
Okay, qué cool. Janet, you were going to be in Mexico, but you weren't, right? The time that Michael presented here?
Yeah, there was just a time where nobody could tell us what was happening.
All right, yeah.
As far as the future. And so I had other things I took off to do.
Okay.
Everybody wants Jennifer. Everybody in the world.
Except the sugar daddy.
Except the sugar daddy. Oh my God. Okay.
Me too.
But tell me, for you that you were so close to Michael, that you were on the presentations, of course that for you this being on this project, it has like a sentimental charge, right? Like loads of memories. I suppose that sometimes when you're doing something, it triggers a memory or something that you didn't remember. So on doing the practice or something, have you had this like memories, these flashbacks coming?
Well, the minute I saw Daryl walk on, always Jennifer, always. All you have to hear is one Jennifer lick on that guitar. You're like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But then I see him walk on for Motown or whatever, and you're like, oh. Beautiful memory.
One of the best parts for me is that these shows make the fans happy.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are so young, they never got a chance to see Michael.
Yeah.
So it's universal, and the music doesn't get old.
Yeah.
Ever since the first Michael record I bought was Off the Wall, and I can still listen to that today, and it doesn't feel old.
Yeah. I suppose that also that's something that I like very much about digital platforms and social media, because sometimes people don't listen to music because there's so many, but the minute they find something, I mean, about the Beatles, about Michael Jackson, and by some weird chance, because Michael, I think it's been all the time present in our lives, but if by some chance they know, they go like, this is amazing, and music and fashion and the culture, then it goes cycle, so it comes back, and then it got strong again. So I suppose that's also cool to see, right, Daryl?
Let someone else speak to that.
Yeah, well, what, as they say, what goes around comes around, right?
What goes around comes around.
So we can see if we watch Michael Jackson from back in the ABC days, right? And Big Afro, and if a big company decides to put out a picture of somebody with a big afro, then similar to the way Michael looked, then they're going to sell products. It'll come back around. So stuff comes back around. I mean, the thing about Michael Jackson is he never is going to go out of fashion. He's never going to go out of style. He's always going to be a record that you want to listen to, that you want to play at a party, that you want to play at a wedding, that you want to play on the beach. His music is going to be here forever.
Yeah. Another thing about his music, too, is you can have a whole playlist going at a club or wherever, and the people that are sitting down are no longer sitting down when a Jackson tune comes up.
Right.
Yeah.
There's something about the groove that just makes people, if they are sitting down, they're moving their head.
Yeah. It starts with feet, right? I mean, it's like, and then it goes with the hand. It's going, no, where's that going? It's stand up.
Shake Your Body is going to get the whole universe dancing.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, one of the things for me about Michael, it has become normal, right?
Yeah.
You see a 3-year-old with the Thriller jacket on dancing, and that's just normal. But you think about it, Michael Jackson has been, his dad for many years. I mean, it's like, but he is as popular now, if not more, than when we were doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, so you still, all ages, all denominations, all different countries. I mean, it's like normal. But when you think about it, there's nothing normal about it.
Yeah, it's normal because we normalize it. I mean, because we say, it's been here all the time, but it's not normal what he did. Yeah, of course.
I mean, little kids are as excited about Michael now that have never seen Michael just on the internet and that.
Yeah.
And it's the same as when he was alive and doing it at the peak of his career. That same excitement exists now.
Yeah.
I mean,
my mother called Michael Jackson the best babysitter in the world. My niece,
because you prefer the music.
Would put a video up, and my niece would sit there for hours and literally like 18 months old like this. You can go like this in her face and she doesn't move.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, Michael Jackson.
It just that you couldn't believe it because it was the way, it was everything. I mean, of course, it was the music, but it wasn't just that. It was the way he moved. It was the way. I mean, everyone still talks about how he could stand and be just standing there, and people in the crowd would know. There is no one that could do that. That can do that. I mean,
his shows.
Funny, you see so many. Because he's so popular and has lasted so long, you see people imitating Michael or doing. What we see in the industry now with dancers and performers and all that all started with Michael.
Yeah.
He brought back like those 40s musicals from, mixing all those things together. Mime, like Marcel Marceau, Charlie Chaplin, 30s musicals from Hollywood. He put combined all it together. And now everybody is, the whole thing of having a singer with choreographer, with dancers, that's all Michael. So many things that we see in the media now started with Michael. He's ubiquitous,
Go ahead, Jen. Go ahead. No. So there's a scene in This Is It where Michael Jackson is performing Billie Jean, the dance segment to Billie Jean. So during the performance, during the rehearsal, everybody in the band is watching him, of course, and the dancers were down on the floor while Michael was up on the stage, and the dancers were watching him, and we're all checking him out. And of course, Michael wasn't really putting out because he was like, this is this rehearsal, I'm trying to save my voice, so he was kind of taking it easy.
Yeah.
But during that particular rehearsal, he did this move that no one had ever seen before, even the dancers who were down on the floor. He did this sort of slow motion, backwards, gliding kind of move. And all the dancers on the floor were losing their mind. They were like, oh my God, what did we just see?
Right.
You know, it's in the movie. You can see it.
Yeah.
So he still was creating, and he still was able to come up with nuanced stuff that was able to impart to the young people who were his dancers.
Yeah, because like you were saying, I read the other time this phrase, and it was saying that talent without hard work, it was also like nothing. And I think Michael was like, it was not just talent, it was not just hard work, it was also like different senses, different brightness, different sensitivities. I mean, it was not just talent and hard work. I think there was so many other things that made it what it was, what he was. So that's amazing. Well, Daniel, entonces ya este sábado 21 de enero, arrancando el año viene, ¿eh?
Nos arrancamos, somos de los primeros conciertos después del fin de año. Somos los primeros conciertos que arrancamos fuerte. Y sí, estamos 21 de enero, Arena Ciudad de México. También estamos el 20 de enero en Monterrey. Y de allá nos venimos para acá a hacer este gran show. Y yo lo que les puedo compartir a todos es que este show es algo muy diferente a lo que han visto. No hay imitación.
No hay imitación.
No van a esperar ahí un imitador que salga y esto. Somos David y yo de fans para fans, como vocalistas. Y están los genios que ya los escucharon, los que acompañan a Michael durante tantos años. Se los comparto de esta manera. Yo como fan les puedo decir que es lo más cercano que vamos a volver a ver y escuchar a Michael Jackson por la gente que nos acompaña en este proyecto.
Está bueno, pues entonces Arena CDMX, 21 de enero. Guys, do you know the Arena CDMX? Do you know it? Have you been there? You don't. It's a great place. I mean, it's really big. You can do, because you can do 360. No van a ser 360. No, en esta. But you can do it's really big, but it's a really nice place. One of the newest in the city, so it's gonna be a great place to perform.
Wonderful.
Es una gran producción la que nos está esperando y va a ser un show inolvidable para todos los que están ahí.
Seguramente. Well, guys, it was great having you here. So very much luck and congratulations on this project. Congratulations on putting all these talents together. It's really an honor to be
your
here.
Energy is off the chain. Your energy is so excellent. You're just making me happy just watching you.
Really? Well,
You need TV shows.
I'm glad you had a nice time. That's all I'm here for.
You must endorse Red Bull, right?
No, plain water.
All right.
Plain water. I think it's plain water. I hope it's. All right. Okay. Take care, you guys, and good luck. All right. Yo soy Diego Gil. Seguimos con más aquí en 89.7.